Greetings and salutations. My name is Nikki. This is Midlife Adulting. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to do a Notion video because I am super neck deep into creating my own dashboard and also working with the program in with a board that someone else created. And it's a lot of fun, and I had a little bit of interest expressed in learning or seeing more about it. So I just thought I would start with a really basic, start from the basics. Like, I've watched a lot of getting started with Notion videos, and they all seem to start with the pretty stuff. I want to kind of skip past the pretty stuff and get into the how you could really create something. I have a little skeleton outline to start, but I am going to show you what a blank new page is. Let me get this recording started. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is what you get when you start a new page in Notion. You come over here on this sidebar window somewhere. There's a place this little create a new page. This is what you get. It's very basic. When you first start your Notion account, which is free, by the way, when you first start your Notion account, they are going to give you a board to kind of learn how to use the program. I'm skipping that entirely because while that's cool and everything, I like to start with like a completely blank slate. So I don't have that starter thing in my account anymore. You start with a new blank page. I'm going to switch from this blank page to the outline because essentially this blank page, you type in a title, you hit enter, it says write something or press space for AI, which I'm not going to use AI today, but title here, text here. It's pretty simple to just get started typing. I am going to switch to the sample dashboard that I started. So basically you can see I took the new and I put sample dashboard. I entered the things that I want to kind of do today in their basic forms. And just so we have kind of an outline. The way the page starts is narrow. I like to work with a full page, so full width over here. Let's do serif font. We're going to leave it as the text that it is and not switch to small because I want you to be able to see things. I want to be able to see things, and I'm not wearing my glasses, so that's a challenge. So what I want to do is I want to create a daily tracker, daily gratitudes, a task list, and a habit tracker. So I also want to do a section for review and reset. I want to do a weekly one, monthly one, quarterly one, and yearly one. We'll probably just do I don't want this to be like a 30-minute video. We'll get through as much as we can. If I have to split it into 2 videos, we'll split it into 2 videos. But I would like to let's start with the habit tracker. This is going to be the most basic, straightforward thing. You have 3 habits that you want to track, and you want to track them for the entire month, and that's what you're going to start with. So you can see on the screen, write something or press space for AI, / for commands. So once you hit /, it tells you what kind of blocks you can have. I'm going to scroll through these. We're not going to go through all of them. I'm going to choose a table, and you can see it gives me a really easy starter table. I am going to make this first column very small because I'm going to have a list of habits, and then I'm going to list the days in this column. I'm going to go to the options and choose to have a header row and header column. My habits are going to be habit 1, habit 2, and I can navigate through these just by hitting enter. To add another few rows, you can click that plus and drag down. So we're going to have habit 1, habit 2, and habit 3. Pretty easy. Now I could do the same thing over here. and drag a bunch of columns, but you can see they don't keep the column size of this first column, and I don't want really wide columns because I'm just going to put an X in there, right? So instead, I can duplicate this with Control D, and I am just going to duplicate, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9, 30, 31, because we are in a 31-day month. And then I can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, you can see my columns are the wrong size. That's going to be a problem. And so I am going to come back because I want this. Let's see here. If I wanted to type 20 is probably my biggest. Let's make this a little bit wider. Take the narrow. See, it's pretty easy. Control Z undoes just like it does in any other Windows program. Command Z in Apple. And I'm using the browser version of Notion. There is a desktop downloadable app. I'm not using that because one time it gave me issues where it was like not saving what I was entering. So I just wanted everything to go smooth for the video. So that's why we're using this one. Okay, so let's select the column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, now they're wide enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like I got one too many columns, so I will just delete that guy. And now I have a basic habit tracker. Now, let's see, today is the 14th. Let's say I've done habit 1 today, but not habit 2, and I did habit 3. It's a very simple tracker. This can live on your dashboard and give you a, graphic representation of things that you have and haven't gotten done. Whoops, I didn't do that twice. And maybe you choose, a different color or a different character. Maybe you decide that you are going to have an O be something you did do and X something that you didn't do. Maybe you're just going to leave them blank. You have the option. Now, this is just your basic table. This is Excel level table. I don't know that you can do formulas in it. So technically it's a Word level table. But you have a habit tracker now. I wish there was a way to make all the font bold. There is. You select them all and Control B for bold. So, habit tracker. We are going to turn this text into a heading. We're going to make it a big heading because the habit tracker is done. I believe I have table of contents turned on. So that means when I get lots of headers, I think they should pop up over here. But I only have the one, so maybe not. Let's do a task list. I like to put task lists in databases. So we are going to make this a database, and we're going to make it inline, so it's going to show on this page because that seems like the kind of thing I want on my dashboard. So it's putting a table right here. Not a table, it's putting a database right here on my main page. I'm going to create a database, and I am going to call it task list, originally enough. And I am going to put some column names. So name, we're going to actually just call this task name, because in this first column has to be a text field. you can't edit. It's a title. Well, it's called type title. It's basically your index, kind of. Each row actually has a hidden index number that you can choose to display if you're familiar with databases at all. But basically, your task name has to be your first column. You don't get to choose like that it's a number or that it's something else. It is a title. So that works out well. The first task is record a Notion video. That's my task today. Maybe I want to categorize this so I have tags, and this is a multi-select, so I can enter more than one tag or category to sort of help me sort out my tasks if I want to. We're going to make this YouTube, and we're going to create it and promptly change the background color to red. And we are also going to make this urgent, and we are going to make it yellow because I want to get it done first. This is the thing that I have to do today that I really, really want to get done. I am going to create another category. It is going to be status. So you can see there are 3 rows, so it considers that there are 3 pages already set up. It's just the 2 of them don't have a name. So I am actually going to give myself 2 more tasks. Let's see, wash the dishes. Oh, I wish I hadn't said that out loud. We're gonna call that housekeeping, and we're gonna color it. We're coloring it brown because I don't want to do it. And what's another task to do today? Tidy my table that I did such a good job cleaning. So tidy the table, side table, housekeeping, and we're just gonna leave that one, but we're just gonna leave it as housekeeping. So you can see that this comes preloaded with 3 categories: not started, in progress, and done. So I can label my record Notion video in progress, but wash the dishes and tidy side table aren't done yet. I personally like to have my not started be red. In progress is blue is fine, done blue is fine. I am actually going to add one more tag in the complete, and that is hidden. And that is because I would like to have the option to categorize things by status and not show hidden tasks. For me, hidden means it's done and it's old. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see all these done tasks. I just want to see maybe this week's done tasks. So let's see, what else can we add here? Record notes. We can add a text field that is task description. And we're gonna say start recording and monitor that the screen grab is still recording occasionally. Okay, wash the dishes. I mean, that's pretty straightforward for me, but make dishes from dirty to clean. And tidy side table. I want to reset table to factory default status, which just means let's get all this crap off of it. Throw away the things that need thrown away. I know that there's, some trash on here. There's things that belong in the kitchen. We'll get those things done. You can add whatever you feel like you want in this database. The cool thing that I'm going to show you are the different views of the database. So this is your table default view, video, view, default view. But there are other views that you can have, such as charts, lists, timelines, calendars, gallery, but the one we're going to focus on is board. I don't know if you've ever used Trello, but Trello was a kind of Kanban board. I know other programs have the option to use the Kanban board type thing, but that's what I want to show you. I want to show that I can click and drag these guys over to my different columns, but by default, it only shows me the categories that have something in them. So if I had moved record a Notion video to done, it would show done, but not in progress. I want to show everything. So what I'm going to do is come up here, edit view layout, grouping and more, these three little dots next to new. I want to make sure that not started, in progress, and done are always shown. So I found that by going to, because I did just stumble around there, hit the three dots, go to layout, which is the very first option, go down to group by status, which is fine, and then select, make sure the eyeball is dark on all of the visible groups. So if I didn't want not started to show, I could hide it, but that's silly. I think I kind of need that. Hidden is the one I don't want to show. It's done, but it's not displaying in my tasks. So this is what I got. Now, as I move forward in this process, I can just click and drag it over to done. Now, see, it's decided that I don't need in progress. I do need in progress. I wish it wouldn't do that. Let's move this one and this one over to done. No, see, that keeps that, so all right. There is, if you have a particular task that you do a lot of, like in my case, video editing or video recording, maybe, well, okay, I say I do a lot of it, but basically I need to do a lot of it. I don't actually do a lot of it, as it has been 3 weeks since my last video. All that aside, I know everyone understands. I'm just gonna keep on doing my thing. So if there's something you did a lot of, you could actually have different in progress categories. So maybe one would be like if you had a board called YouTube, you could have not started, but then you could have recording, edited, thumbnail done, posted, instead of your not started, in progress, and done categories. Let's say you have budgeting to do, and you have budgeting, you know, assign categories in YNAB, and then do your budget in YNAB, and then pay your bills, and then double check your transactions. And you just move the cart over because you have a flow that you want to do. So you can make more, as we've shown, more categories. So task list, basic. We're gonna delete that because we have the task list created. Now, you might think, ew, this is kind of wide. I don't like how big this is. As it is right now, this is what it is, but let's say you wanted to move it next to your habit tracker. These those 6 little dots are the move tool. You could click this guy and drag it down in front of habit tracker. Let's see. Oh, there it was a second ago. You see that blue line? That's the line that says where your things are going to go. Let's just do this for right now. And now let's see if we can get it squeezed up here. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take habit tracker and put it right there. So now you have your task list visible and your habit tracker. Now you got to scroll for your habit tracker. And when you scroll for your habit tracker, your header columns don't stay put. But for right now, I am going to go ahead and just leave these guys nice and big. We're not going for pretty yet. we're going for functional because in my mind, pretty is easy. There's all sorts of different tools and things. You can make things different colors. You can, but let's go for functionality first. Daily gratitudes. That is going to be a database as well. So let's turn this into an inline database. Database. It's not letting me do that. That's okay. We're going to slash and we're just going to start typing database inline. I want 2 categories in this, so it's nice that it's already set up. I'm going to say I am grateful for as my name column, because I am just going to write in the rest of that sentence and list it. So I am grateful for getting this video started today. I am grateful for, you know, reminding myself that I really should wash the dishes because my husband does it all the time and it's my turn to do it. So I'm just going to fill those things in, and then I'm going to switch this property. I don't want it to be tags. Personally, I don't keep track of gratitudes that way. You might find that helpful and useful, so you just go ahead and do what you'd like to do. Oh, not that. Tags, edit property. I would like it to be, for right now, not a multi-select. We're going to make it be a text. We're actually going to make it be a date. We're going to set our date format to year, month, day, because I like being able to sort by the year and month. That's how I like to sort. We're going to hide the time, and we're going to rename this from tags to date. I'm going to change this field later, but for right now, let's just put in the gratitudes. I am grateful for getting this video recorded today, remembering that it's my job to wash the dishes too, and my cats who are adorable buttheads. And then I'm going to choose the date for each one. And I'm going to rename this gratitudes. You can hide this title because that is just your database title, and you can change and have a heading, which I kind of like the way this looks, because then it shows, you know, just the table, just the daily gratitudes. And now that I have this other big old guy here, I'm going to move my task list there. So it automatically has created columns that I can adjust. I only need about this much space over here based on how big my screen is. I can still see everything I wanted. I think I want to change this, hide the database title. Let's duplicate this daily gratitudes and put this one over here and name it task list. Once again, functional, not pretty. There we go. And now I can see with minimal scrolling, I can see my daily gratitudes, my task list, my habit tracker, all on my dashboard. The next thing is kind of involved, so I may stop this video here. I would like to work on the daily tracker, and I would like to show you how to link databases based on how you set up your daily tracker. But I feel like we have really taken up quite a lot of time. This has ended up being almost a 30-minute video. So I'm going to stop here. Let me pause my recording. Let me stop the recording and just say thank you so much for coming along on this kind of rough but kind of fun ride. I may just dive right back in and start recording the second half of it because I'm having so much fun. But that is it for right now. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're not having a fantastic day, I hope you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day, I hope tomorrow is better. I will see you next time. Bye.